So if I had to describe myself in just 2 words, I would say I'm a water baby. By that description, you must have guessed my love for places near water. So I'm definitely lucky that I happen to live right next to the beach. Hi, I'm Preeti Thakkar, and being born and brought up in Mumbai means my affinity for the sun and the surf started when I was just a toddler. My other love, reading, pushed me towards English literature, and I graduated in the same from St. Xavier's College. In college, I was quite involved in theatre and modelling, but my interest in journalism and anchoring did not change. After having explored creative pursuits in various dance forms and in modelling, I wanted to give anchoring a real good shot and give myself the opportunity to experience it. Studio Talk happened to me at what seems to be like the perfect time. I'm happy to get this chance because right from day one, I have always seen myself on camera. So looking forward to that journey. It is a big blow to the Congress party. After a terrible showing in the Lok Sabha elections, the grand old party seems to be losing its friends. In the latest, its ally in Jammu and Kashmir, the National Conference has decided to go it alone in the upcoming state elections. While this alliance has been shaky, the well-known Omar Abdullah Rahul Gandhi friendship had kept it going, but not any longer. Hoping against hope, the families of 40 men and women abducted by ISIS in Iraq are desperate to hear what the government is doing to save their families and bring them back home. While news of one abductee escaping from the clutches of the terrorists was heartening, the gruesome stories coming out of Iraq are far from reassuring. Maruk Inayat sends us this report. It's fast turning into a mess. Investigators in Mumbai say they haven't heard from Bollywood actor Preeti Zinta on when she plans to return from the United States. Police is waiting for the actor to record her statement after she made damning allegations against former boyfriend and co-owner of Kings 11 Punjab, Ness Wadia, of molesting and abusing her. Ness Wadia has outrightly denied the charges. It has finally happened. Infosys founder and chairman Narayan Murthy stepped down from his post, paving the way for old hand Vishal Sikka to take over. Murthy will now work in the capacity of chairman emeritus. The change comes after a slew of resignations at the top and acute criticism of Murthy running the place like his personal fiefdom. Akansha Sethi has the details. Expectations of a people-friendly budget and a cut in interest rates by the RBI are being seen as among the key reasons taking the Sensex to the psychologically important 20,000 mark today after 2 years. The day's rally came on the back of a strong quarterly result by software major TCS and relatively steady Asian markets. The market opened with a Sensex at 20,000, slipped a tad below that level due to the profit taking, and again regrouped in the later session as FMCG major ITC rallied ahead of its results and closed just a tad off the 20,000 mark, finally ending the day at 19,987, up 80 points. The day's rally added about Rs 26,000 crore to investors' wealth, with BSE's market capitalization now at Rs 71 lakh crore. The last time the benchmark had seen this level was on January 7, 2011, about 2 months after it had reached its all-time peak of 21,709. That's all from the world of business. Some sports news coming up. Stay with us. It's time for the biggest carnival in the world. World Cup 2014 kicks off in Rio tonight, and the opening match will feature the home side Brazil. And for the next month, the biggest teams from the world of football will try to outdo each other to emerge as world champions. While world champions Spain are hoping for a repeat, it's the home side Brazil that seems to be the hot favourites. From football to cricket, and Shah Rukh Khan's KKR has won the IPL 7, beating Kings 11 Punjab and becoming champions of the league for the second time. The grand finale turned out to be a cracker of a match, with both sides giving it all that they had. With a heavy dose of Bollywood and some excellent cricket, It was a final, truly IPL style. Our correspondent Sachin Rawat with the finale report. The Wrestling Federation of India seems to have used two different sets of rules for selecting men and women's team for the Glasgow Commonwealth Games in July. While there are last-minute trials being held for the women's squad, no such provision is being made for the men's squad, leading to an ugly altercation. Hello and welcome, you're watching Studio Talk and I'm Preeti Thakkar. The excitement in the studio is explosive as we gear up to watch the finals of the Indian Premier League Championship 2014. Today we are going live with the finalists, Kolkata Knight Riders and Punjab Kings 11. And we have a special show where we are giving you a chance to call in and leave a message for either of the teams that you are supporting. I hope you've chosen whose side you want to take yet. As you know, it's Shah Rukh Khan against Preity Zinta. Are you going to go with the flamboyant SRK's team or are you going to side with PZ's underdogs? Is it going to be Veer or Zara? While you're deciding that, take down this number 022 3322 3322 and call in to have your message to your favorite cricketers go live on Studio Talk. Once again, at the bottom of your screen, it's 022 3322 3322. What are you waiting for? Go pick up your phone right now. What does an actor do when he gets booed off a stage by a rowdy audience? It's obviously not a pretty sight. Poor Imran Khan had to dodge a volley of insults at the Mumbai Film Festival this year when he stepped out to present a film that was being screened. We feel your pain, Imran, but maybe next time a little more R&D about the film in question might help. Here's how that went down. If you had a really stressful week at work and you're looking to unwind with a movie this Diwali weekend, here's a sneak peek at the latest lineup of flicks to hit cinemas. So are you likely to trade firecrackers for popcorn or would you rather have both? Either ways, SRK will be ringing in the new year in advance with fireworks of his own. Check it out. In news from Hollywood, actor Christian Bale might step right into Steve Jobs' shoes for the biopic film on his life, directed by Danny Boyle. So we heard Leonardo DiCaprio passed up the role, but this Dark Knight ain't letting this one go. Here's more on that story. She's been tight-lipped about tying the knot, but we sneaked up on Dia Mirza and hubby to be, as they say I do in the capital. Here's exclusive footage of the two lovebirds taking their vows on their big day. Go take a look. Hi, today I shall be reviewing Finding Fanny. This movie is based on the universal theme of finding lost love. Its relatable theme and quest for love will find many a taker and strike a chord with the viewer. At least that's what Homi Adajania strives for. It opens with Deepika's voiceover and through her we are introduced to all the quirky characters, all of them based in a sleepy and incredibly slow little Goan village where time seems to have totally stopped. She's a virgin widow who stays with her feisty mother-in-law played by Dimple Kapadia. And through a series of events, they embark on a crazy road trip in order to find Nasruddin Shah's lost love. Joining them are Arjun Kapoor and Pankaj Kapoor. And thereon begins a crazy ride for them as well as for the audience. Dimple is superb in a gutsy role, seldom seen in Bollywood for actresses her age. With no inhibitions, she takes on the role and totally makes it her own in terms of mannerisms. You really feel you're watching a Catholic lady from a Goan town and not Dimple the actress. Nasir is excellent, as is Pankaj. These two powerhouses of talent make it a sheer delight to watch them. One as a shy, endearing postman and the other as the smooth-talking Don Pedro, shameless in his pursuit of the muse Dimple. Arjun is good as a sulky, brooding guy who loves Deepika. The angst comes naturally to him. Deepika is graceful and poised as the beautiful Angie. She brings a lot of charm to her character. Ranveer Singh is unbelievably over the top in his guest Miss and Blink role. The drawback of the movie is it's a slow pace and it's a drag towards the end. The locations are really beautiful and they capture the essence of small town life very well. Homi has an ensemble cast and has managed to extract good performances from all of them, making them the character and leaving the actor behind. All in all, a good way to spend your rainy afternoon with some buttery yummy popcorn. Go give this one a watch. I would give it 3 stars. Well, that's all what we have time for. Thanks so much for watching Studio Talk. This is Preeti Thakkar signing off.